Okay, I think before we discuss this, I think I may give you an example. Then, based on this example, then you may have a more feeling about this idea. So now, for example, if we use a questionnaire, and this questionnaire ask your the gender. So, for example, male, female, and another question or other questions asking how often do you watch sports? How often? For example, every day, or 6 days a week, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 2 days a week, 1 day a week, or almost no. Anyway, we can design a questionnaire like this. So the respondents can answer that this question, these two questions, male and how often they watch the sports. And then after we get the data, and then we do the data analysis, and we find that the result shows, it seems, when we compare the male group and the female groups, and we find that it seems the male group has higher frequency than the female group to watch the sports. In this study, we use questionnaire to get the data. It's just one time. So let's cross-section. But in this study, how do we decide independent variable and dependent variable? Will you say the independent variable is gender or the frequency? Maybe we just call sport spectatorship. Which one? For the independent variable is it? Do you think it's gender or sport spectatorship? And why? Why do you think? Independent is gender, dependent is watching sport. Okay, good. I think this one is not difficult to answer, but why? Okay, because gender cannot be changed. Yes, this is the answer that I want. Because we cannot change gender. We cannot manipulate variable which is difficult to change. Then this kind of variable tend to be independent variable in a cross-sectional study. Okay, so gender is one of the example. Other examples like in fact, all those demographic variable usually they will be considered as independent variable because usually they are hard to be changed during a short period of time. For example, at least you need to take one year or 1.5 years or even 2 years to get a graduate degree, right? So basically your educational background, your educational level, today, tomorrow, during this week is the same. It's hard to change. So demographic variable usually is considered as independent variable. How about any other things that may may not be easily changed. Can you think of any other examples? And for this reason, these kind of variables will be considered as independent variable. Okay, let me tell you. Belief, value, all these things are not easily changed. It's hard to change. Like the value or personality. In Chinese, you say 江山易改，本性难移. So these kind of variables tend to be independent variable. Okay, and the behavior usually are considered as dependent variable because usually they are influenced by a person's value behind to influence their behavior. Okay, so behavior usually is a dependent variable. Okay, this is very important. Okay, here is independent and dependent variable. Sometimes we use other terms, but it's the same. Okay, that's what I mean. The degree to which each variable may be altered. So, for example, the gender is hard to be changed, to be altered. So this one will be the independent variable. And the time order between the variables, the time, for example, the time 1, time 2, the variable happened in time 1, and this variable will become the independent variable. For example, in here, like a stimulus and the response. So this one in the stimulus, time 1 is a independent variable, and response is dependent variable. So that's a sequence, the time order.